Welcome back to In the Cage on ESPN 97.5 The Ticket. Now back to the Bud Light Studios with MMAcity.com. Here's Adam Villarreal.
Hey guys, make sure you hit up MMAcity.com. But I did this, like I said, I did the story with Tim in Tap Out magazine. And, he gave the whole, the lowdown on how he got to the Ultimate Fighter and what he felt. And he told me, he's like, man, I was more scared of my wife than I was going back, because he invested so much time into his career and, his wife supported him the whole way. But, don't let me tell the story. Let's let the man Tim Credeur tell the story. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tim Credeur. What's up, man? How are you? Welcome to In the Cage.
What's up, man? I'm good, man. I'm just getting beat up at the gym like usual.
Tell me, where are you training at right now? Tell the fans where they can find you.
Well, man, for my first 3 fights and, for this fight, I train at my gym, Gladiators Academy at Lafayette. I train with a bunch of alligator wrestling swamp boys. They don't give a damn about me being no UFC fighter, man. They just trying to knock my teeth out and go tell their friends.
Yeah, they're trying to take that spot, man. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, they don't care. They ain't trying to take nothing. They work in the whole field, and they just want to punch me in the face. They don't care about nothing.
There you go, man. There you go. Guys, our guest on the phone right now is Tim Credeur from The Ultimate Fighter and obviously the UFC. Tim, you're going to be fighting Nate Quarry coming up, man. Tell me, what are you doing right now to prepare for that bout?
Well, same thing I always do, man. I got a kind of a multifaceted game. I try to stay as mixed martial arts as possible. Obviously, I do a lot of jiu-jitsu and wrestling and, a lot of boxing and Thai boxing and, the whole game. I think the game has really evolved in the last 3 or 4 years to the point where, guys are dangerous everywhere, and for sure that's the kind of fighter I want to be. I don't want to be a one-sided fighter that, makes a guy nervous in a single area. I want to make people nervous and frustrated wherever the fight takes. And I think that's the key to being successful in mixed martial arts. So that's the way I try to train.
I did that interview with you in Tap Out magazine, and toward the end of the interview, you were talking about how these cats are getting younger and younger, and they're you came from the jiu-jitsu background and you evolved your game into what it is today. But the guy, now guys are fortunate to have guys like you. They can learn it all at once now, really just become a mixed martial artist without, doing it piece by piece. Tell me, you gave me a little idea of, the guys you're training with now. Tell me, how do you see these guys coming up right now and the advantages that they have that you didn't have?
I mean, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's unbelievable. For instance, I got kids that are 10 years old. Like I said, 10 years old, that already have 10 or 15 amateur boxing matches with UFC boxing. I got a kid that has 4 boxing matches. He's knocked out all 4 guys, and he's 10 years old. He's won the state championships in judo this year, won the state championships in jiu-jitsu with the gi. We're fighting in the state championship no-gi tournament this weekend. These kids they're seeing a level of training and a level of coaching expertise and a level of mixing the game together that is unprecedented. And I think it's happening all over the country. I know it's happening at my gym. All I'm doing is taking the things that I wished I would have had when I was young and coming up, and I'm trying to give it to that next generation. I'm using the experiences that I've gone through. That we're tough and we're difficult, but there's no reason to complain about it. The best thing to do is try to build a better future for the kids coming up for tomorrow. Because in 10 years, we're going to see a mixed martial arts fighter that, these kids are going to be they're monsters now.
They're going to be putting, people in ear locks and,
I tapped them out with that earlobe choke.
It's just ridiculous. I can't even believe how good these kids are. I mean, I have 8-year-old kids doing flying arm bars in the gym.
Right.
What's going on, dude? And then going in the back and, doing double jab, cross, left hook to the body. What's going on?
What's in the water over there, man? You got... what the heck?
Well, I don't know what happened right there.
you got yourself on this card again. Ultimate Fight Night. That's going to be Wednesday, September 16th. Also, former actually co-Louisianian. Is that a word, Louisianian?
I don't know.
Melvin Gillard. Melvin Gillard, man, who's a friend of the show. Melvin's on the card. He's obviously in Houston now. You guys kind of rotated, there, the locations you're at. But man, Louisiana, and I know you guys have awesome jiu-jitsu down there.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple guys, that have been in the sport for a while to thank for that have really built Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Louisiana into what it has become. You know, for sure, one of them is Rafael Elvanger. He's a Gracie Barra black belt, and he's competed, you know, in the Pan Ams and the Mundials at a very high level.
Right.
But, you know, he's got that Gracie Barra background, and, you know, that lineage is really good at spreading the word of jiu-jitsu out there and, you know, building up schools and organizing tournaments. And he's organized the Louisiana Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation and multiple Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournaments. He's probably 3 or 4 a year, big ones that he puts on that are top-level tournaments that, you know, have really turned the corner for the sport in Louisiana. With, you know, him trying to lead organizationally and me opening schools all over and teaching. And we have another guy here, another black belt out in Lake Charles or Lake area, BJJ. And,
right.
you know, he's phenomenal as well, you know. And, you know, there's just 3 or 4 black belts in the city, in the state, that have really pushed the level of jiu-jitsu and turned it into something, you know, equitable for families to come to and for kids to get into and for parents to support. Mixed martial arts is, you know, that's kind of crazy for a parent to put their child into. You know, that's
I want to see 10-year-olds knock each other out, man. That sounds crazy to me.
I mean, that's crazy style. You know, parents may put their kids in boxing, but not mixed martial arts. But
right.
Now I have kids, and Rafael's organized these tournaments called Extreme MMA, where the kids can wear 6-ounce gloves and shin pads, and they can't punch to the head, but
awesome.
They can punch and kick to the bodies and the legs, and then when they do takedowns, it's pretty much submission wrestling on the ground.
Yeah.
But it kind of introduces the parents to what mixed martial arts and what a mixed martial arts training regime can do for a child and their confidence and their level of understanding, and it's really changed the game. So,
right.
You know, between him and I think we've pushed the level in the city and the state, and, you know, it's getting bigger and bigger. You know, we only expect to see greater things in the future. We actually sent a kid who's been competing under me for a long time, John Jordan, to the World Championships last year in the purple belt, which is, you know, very prestigious and very difficult to compete at the purple belt level in the World Championships. It's pretty much all Brazilians.
Right.
John submitted 4 opponents and got disqualified for a footlock in the semifinals and came home with 3rd place.